I got the lay of it just the way you told me, Jeb. It's good forage land, as far as you can see, with a clear pass through the Sierras off to the left.
Looks like our luck is running for a change, Billy boy. Desert south, nothing but rock and bramble north. And right in front of us, it's opening up like the Red Sea into the land of milk and honey. Right in front of us.
That's the Ponderosa, Jeb. We can't cut through there. You don't understand, Jeb. That's Cartwright land, far as your eye can see.
You mean they own all that?
Own? Man don't own nothing unless he's willing to die holding on to it.
I worked out this way. I know Ben Cartwright. Why, he'd kill every last one of us before he'd let a sheep set foot on the Ponderosa.
Start bringing up that flock. Now.
I come a long ways with you, Jeb. But I ain't riding against Ben Cartwright for you or nobody.
Start bringing up them sheep, Burton.
I'm pulling out, Jeb. And you ain't got nothing to say can stop me.
Don't appear there's much I can do to stop you either.
No hard feelings, Jeb. But I just ain't gonna ride against Ben Cartwright. That's all.
All right, you two, get them sheep moving. Leave him, Billy. He's past fussing. You got to learn to kill a man once you draw on him.
But I shared second plates with him, Jeb, just a few hours ago.
Once a thing is dead, you got to get clear of it. The scruffiest hole squirrel knows that.
Sure, Jeb.
You're lettered, ain't you, boy?
Yes, sir. I spell out some.
All right. You read that to me, boy.
And Moses went up from the plains, and the Lord showed him all of the land.
I've been there 40 years myself, just like Moses. But the Lord has finally showed me my land, and I'm gonna take it to myself. I have to kill everything on it and burn it to the root.
About 5 or 6 years.
I ask you ever see such paper-working fools? Adam, I wish some of that would rub off on you. Well, now, by the way, look, Adam, man expects to get ahead in this world. He's got to use his brain instead of his back. Adam, with a place like the Ponderosa, a man has to be able to use both. Now, come on, let's give the boys a hand.
Must be Tucker. I put him out hunting strays.
Strays, all right, but the two-legged kind.
That was just a warning. Where do you men think you're headed?
I'm aiming across the sea.
We better find another way. Nobody goes through the Ponderosa. That's been Cartwright's orders.
You figuring to stop us all with that gun?
Maybe not all of you, but I'll drop the first man that tries to come through here.
How much is Cartwright paying you, mister?
What's that to you?
Is it enough for a man to get himself killed for? Look, we're coming through. Now, you can shoot me if you mind to. But as soon as you pull that trigger, you're the same as a dead man. You better get up before you get yourself trouble.
I give them clear warning.
Nobody expects any more, Sam. You've been told you're on Ponderosa land. I'd be obliged if you send the tails of those sheep and got them off.
Are you, Ben Cartwright? Drummond. Jeb Drummond is my name. We ain't bringing no trouble. We're just looking to pass through on the way to California. Don't be mad.
Mr. Mr. Drummond, I'm sorry. I can't let you take those sheep across the Ponderosa.
You got all this here, and you ain't willing for us just to cut through?
That's what I mean.
Why, you got enough land here to parcel out a state of your own, and you're sitting right on top of it, ain't you? Ask you a question, Mr. Cartwright. What more right have you got to this land than me?
It's mine. That's right enough.
Every inch of this land's deeded in our name, if that's what's bothering you, Mr. Drummond.
Oh, a deed, huh? Why, deed's only a piece of paper. Looks to me like all they got is some scribble.
It's what makes up the scribbler, Mr. Drummond. That's what counts.
How many of you count, Billy?
Five, Jeb. Five.
Less than we got. There's no cause to draw down. It's just best. Look, I'm trying to get passage through to California, and I aim to pay for it too.
Drummond, I don't want any of your money.
Well, it's getting on me at the dark. You wouldn't mind if we was to camp here for the night.
Well, all right. But you make sure you're gone by tomorrow morning. Is that understood?
You won't find us here. I promise you that. Yes, sir. You can count on it, Mr. Cartwright. You won't find us here.
That's out of our helping, Jeb. You best keep that for yourself.
I have my fill for tonight. You take it.
Thank you, Jeb.
You know, you could still use better enough. If you saw my sheep rib scrawny like you, I'd have sewed you all both glue before. You did turn up some. When I first come on you and them wranglers was fixing to string up, well, you didn't look like no more than a fence post.
You've been mighty good to me, Jeb. I appreciate everything you've done. I only hope I can pay it back sometime.
There'll be a time come by. There's always a time. Well, better get yourself some sleep before morning.
What are we doing, Jeb? Going back?
Well, I don't know. I gotta think on it. You see, the way I figured it, we'd have made California just about spring market time. That flock would have been fat and fully. We'd have got a sight of cash for it. But I don't know. No. I've got another blanket for you, boy.
That's Burton's, isn't it?
What difference does it make? Ain't no good to him buried.
I was just asking.
Night, Billy.
Night, Jeb. Be having all this trouble. Gone and lost that chili. I always fit on my head.
Just take it easy. Just get thin enough up there like it is.
Keep your head still. Are you still putting that
Hold hard.
Oh. What you so worried about? You ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, but I'll feel different. What's the matter, eh? He's doing a good job, ain't he?
Yeah.
Hey, let me see that.
About what, Adam?
Well, I've been thinking. The way the country's growing, more people coming west, California, we could cut a road across the north section of the Ponderosa.
Not a bad idea. I'll give it some thought.
Well, I'd like to start on it, huh?
If I had it in my head, I'd give it some thought. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning I want you to ride out and see if Drummond and those sheep of his have cleared out.
What if he hasn't?
Well, and then we'll make sure he's cleared out.
You have to take the law in your hands.
Now, we're not taking any law into our own hands. What do you want me to do? Open up the Ponderosa to every scavenger that comes along? Drummond's kind turns the land to dust and then just moves on.
Look, Pa, I'm not saying let Drummond in, but there gotta be people after him. Farmers, traders, homesteaders. Now, what are you gonna do? Take a gun to the...
You know that isn't so, Adam. But I will take a gun to Drummond's kind. He'll grab anything he can get his hands on. And tomorrow morning, you go out there and see that he's gone. Is that understood?
All right, Pa, anything you say.
Taking them out.
Jay? I mean, we're not crossing the Cartwright line?
Crossing all right. But I've been thinking maybe we won't cross all the way.
You heard what Ben said.
Cartwright. I'm through being shoved and hauled by his like. A man takes something that's his. You've got to start running that, Billy boy.
Yes, sir. But are we taking on a peck of trouble?
I'm an old man now. I once had me a flock of sheep like looking across a big white sea. I run them from the Snake River in the north to the Mexican border and back. Then the cattle come up, the farm plowing up the earth. I've been pushed so hard, Billy, there ain't hardly a corner I can squeeze myself into. But I'm through being pushed now. All right, hurry up, man, and get that chuck away. Them Cartwrights will be after us before it gets much later. Billy, you take them two and hang back to right guard. If them Cartwrights come tailing us, you let me know. And Billy, you make sure you stop whichever one of them.
You mean kill him, Jeff? Is that what you...
That's right. And leave them out there like bait to stink of trouble with the rest of them.
I can't see doing that to him, Jeff. What they ever done to us?
Why, them Cartwrights would kill us if they got the chance. Every one of us. You know that, Billy boy. Now, don't you shed no tears over them Cartwrights. They're the same kind that's tried to street. They got we ain't. And those that God ain't gonna give it up unless you shake them until their britches. I'm telling you, Billy, they'd kill every one of us if they got the chance. They ain't gonna get the chance. Set up for what, Billy? You talking about an ambush?
You just do like I say.
I've been riding with old Jeb for a long time now. I know the way he thinks.
How do you mean, Cutter?
That old buzzard. Thinking about killing himself some Cartwrights. Hey, you know that, Billy boy?
You spot yourself up there. Collier, you head on down, please.
I'll tell you, Billy boy, I don't want to get mixed up in no range war. Not for what we're getting out of it.
Just do what Jeb says.
Well, can't we maybe scare them a little bit?
The Cartwrights? That kind don't scare.
Maybe if Jeb flip the skin off you and I'll do what he says. Jeb says shoot. Shoot to kill.
Hey, Carter, what about this? I mean about getting strung up for Jeb Drummond.
I don't plan to get struck for Jeb Drummond or nobody. Come on, let's get out of here.
I lose it.
Fair, Jeb. That ain't no good for the sheep.
For the sheep, it is. I got it. It's get the Cartwrights come upon us unexpected like. Well, did you kill? Now, he got something I could do about it, Jeb. He had a position on me. He'd have finished me off too if I hadn't got clear. I'd give you a job. I mean to have it done right. Now, instead of the rest of them come looking for him, he'll take a look and tell him which way. Well, maybe it's for the best. If we get us to that draw ahead, might be to give us some other.
Run that bushwhacker off for good last night. Want me to ride into town, tell the sheriff? I don't need any sheriff. That flock of sheep, he couldn't have gone more than a few miles. We can get rid of them before dark. Wait a minute, Paul. Let the law do it this time. What's wrong, people? You want to sit here and twiddle your thumbs while Drummond sheep eat our land? By the time the lawyers and the sheriff and the court of Virginia City get through haggling with what should be done, the whole of the pasture will be torn up. Get your guns, we got work to do. What kind of work, Paul? Get those sheep off our land. Now look, Paul, I don't want you running after Drummond. Now just settle down. You gonna stop what? Paul, you're just as bad as he is. I'm what? You and Drummond will make your blood to yourselves and you're not. Without the man's no better than dirt. Now you listen to something from me. I cleared that land that Drummond's driving his sheep through. I worked it till my hands cracked open and the sweat blinded my eyes, and I planted that grass and with the Lord's help it grew, and I'm not gonna let a sheep herder who never did an honest day's work in his life ruin it. Now you coming with me or not?
Jeb.
Good. Now it's the Cartwrights going to be an open ground. Jeb, you sure you ain't picking off a bigger piece than you can chew?
You want to come against us, it's gonna be trouble.
Well, if that's what they thought, I tell them just a bit different. It doesn't matter if they've got us trapped, as long as we get one of them. Just one. You fucking nigger's gonna keep Ben Cartwright off the whole of it. Of course, Cartwright is the kind of guy that don't shoot unless somebody else fires the first shot. Well, I'm sitting here like a tree squirrel. I said, face him straight off. All right, go ahead. Well, what's the matter? You ain't going there, because you're smart enough to tackle a man like Cartwright. He'd chew you right up and spit you down. Any fool can go out there and tell shot. You ain't gonna pay, so what are you gonna do? You see Indians go after a herd of buffalo. They dog out the strays one by one. And then pretty soon the rest of them are scared and run from each other. Okay. I want you to take two. Hide yourselves up there on that ledge over there. Good. I want you to get back down the path by the... Because if we split up, that's when we're liable to run from it. Well, sounds good.
I guess so.
That ain't what you're thinking, is measures. What are you thinking, boy?
You're asking us to shoot us like what a bunch of bounty belts. I didn't say
That's good. We ain't getting out the first cut. Strung up for a horse. You didn't do it. It's your neck anyway. This ain't no different. Cartwrights ain't no different. They'll kill you if you give them a chance. Maybe not with a... They'll do it. Give it nothing, Jeb. Well, you get right there. Now look, I've been pulling myself through this world for a long time. And when you get right down to it, it's a fact. You got to fight back, whichever way you can, or you just get beat to the ground. All right, get back there where I told you. And boy, remember what I'm one of them Cartwrights. Alive.
yes.
Put it together. It's a cheap gun.
Well, what do you think of it, Howard?
I can't believe it looks to me like he took his feet right up into that blank case.
That old scavenger. He isn't leaving the Ponderosa at all. He's planted a camp here.
What makes it fun?
Well, why else would he be heading up into that blind draw? Oh, up there he can protect his flock and have a good chance of standing us off.
Now, that's the way it appears, except there's no pasture for his sheep in that draw. If he can stand us off, that means we can do the same to him. Starve him out.
Wait for that. Why don't we just ride in, get it over with?
Wouldn't Mr. Drummond love that? The four of us bunched up together like so many flies on flypaper? No, we're gonna have to spread out and stay spread. Hoss, you and Joe, you move up on the left side. Adam and I'll ride straight in.
Well, there is another thing we could do.
What's that?
Well, you could stand watch on while I get the sheriff.
I thought we'd settle that.
Oh, we could pin him down like Adam says.
And wait for some judge to serve a paper on them? The court in Virginia City doesn't own the Ponderosa, we do. If we're not willing to fight to hold on to it, we might as well turn it over to the first settler who feels like staking a claim.
What for, Jeb? We got good position on them Cartwrights right here. Just do like I say. Take those men open. But Jeb, them Cartwrights will be setting tracks for here. We can wipe them out. Or maybe just miss it. I just want one of them Cartwrights alive. Take those men open where they can be seen.
They're all right. We'll ride in slow. Adam will come with me. You boys cover us from the rocks. gonna break it again. I'm gonna give you one last chance to get those sheep out of here.
Maybe we can make ourselves a little deal.
No deal. Leave those sheep out.
He don't give a man much space to twist in.
He means it. Now, either you get out, or you get starved out.
What the I get my sheep out of here, come on.
You get your sheep out right now.
Beats me. You what I'm asking is the right to drive a few miserable sheep over a cold man. You'd think you could do that little good. You're a mighty
Drummond, get those sheep out now.
Cut off in there. I've got to get to... Oh, you can't make it down there. I'm going to try to get up. Let him in there, I'll make it.
Drop it, kid.
You're gonna kill me, ain't you?
Come on, kid. I said drop it. Now get up. I can't. Get out of the way.
Put up your hands. Now, come on down. yourself an empire, Mr. Cartwright. Is it worth your boy's life? What is it? What is it? You did it very well. Mr. Cartwright, you did what you said. Well, I'll tell you flat out. First off, I'm going to buy a sheep across your land. And I'm going to raise them till they're full enough to brush. And your son is going to be with me every step of the way. And if you try to stop it, I'm going to put a bullet right in the back of your skull. Sweetheart, is to hear, Mr. Carter. I've lost in a lot of time. And if you've got any doubt about what I say, well, you just make it. I can't stop you. But you just know this is good. If you put a scratch on the boy, I'll find you. And I'll kill you. If I have to follow your trail.
Maybe I was right. You should have called the sheriff in the first place.
He was right. My fault.
You know we don't blame you for nothing.
It's just the way things turned. Hoss and I would have done the same.
That's right.
I made Adam do it my way. I let Drummond outsmart me.
Oh, you heard little Joe. He almost would have done the same thing.
I couldn't have done it any differently. Could just invite him in and ask him to make himself and his sheep at home in the best pasture.
For all we know, you couldn't do any such thing. Don't blame yourself.
You'd have thrown him and his sheep right off the property. We're soft.
Oh, we've all learned our lesson. From now on, we'll know better than to try to fight this sort of thing ourselves. We'll go for a shot.
You mean from now on, the Cartwrights don't fight their own battles anymore? Is that what you're saying? From now on, whenever we get into any kind of trouble, we have to go begging for help?
No, it ain't.
What is it if it isn't begging?
It's asking. It's asking like other folks do when their rights are violated, Paul. It's asking folks whose duty it is to uphold the law to come and help us. Paul, ain't that what you always tried to teach us?
Well, you know I've always wanted us to take care of our own troubles. But this time they've got Adam. I just don't think there's anything else we can.
All right, you two saddle up. Ride into town, tell the sheriff what's happened.
I think I can go faster myself.
You and I, we're riding into Drummond's camp. I got an idea how to keep Drummond busy till the sheriff gets there. I don't trust him further than I can see him.
Yes.
All set, Jeb.
You look at them sheep.
They're resting in quiet.
I bet they ain't felt as good in their bellies in a month of Sundays, grazing on all this nice fat Cartwright grass.
Sure is good pasture, Jeb.
You know something, Billy? I've been thinking, there ain't nothing we can find in California as good as we got right here. Now, is there?
I guess not, Jeb.
Good land, lots of it. Why, we can raise ourselves the biggest, fattest flock of sheep in the whole country right here. And I'm gonna take it, Billy. All of it.
How are you going to do that?
I know that Providence will show me a way.
Him? You mean young Cartwright?
Before I'm done with him, Ben Cartwright is gonna be begging to give us the Ponderosa to get his son back. You remember one thing, Billy. You catch a man where he's soft, and you can most always squeeze every one out of him. You better take care of him. I don't want nothing to happen to him just yet.
I'll take care of it.
Yes, sir. There ain't nothing at all in California we ain't got more of right here. Say, you must be clean hungry. Eat some of them beans before they cook. See you in the morning, Billy.
Night, Jeb. can't untie me. Jeb would favor that.
All right.
You could have killed me yesterday when you had a chance.
Guess I could.
If you had, you would be here like this now.
I guess that's true.
Why'd you do it then? Why'd you kill me when you had the chance?
I don't know. Just couldn't.
That ain't like Jeb said. I mean about what you and your pa do to us.
Oh, what did he say we'd do to you?
Kill us. First crack out of the barrel.
How long you been with Drummond?
Year, maybe a little more. I met him when I first left off farm and took to the road. Wasn't exactly like I met him. Some drunk cowhand was gonna hang me up for stealing a pinto, but I never done it.
How old were you?
19. I guess that's how it happened. Well, I didn't know much then. But like now. I bought the horse off a peddler fella, but I never had sense enough to get no papers for it. Just don't trust him like.
Now he's taught you not to trust anybody, huh?
Jeb saved my life.
That doesn't mean you have to live the way he does.
I owe him. But I guess you wouldn't know what it feels like to have a rope strung around your neck. Not with a regular family and living the way you do. Old Jeb, he just come by and scattered them trail hands off.
And you think he did it for you? Haven't you been around him long enough to know he doesn't do anything for anybody except himself?
That don't make no difference. Why? I guess it weren't so much to save me as much as Jeb just got it in for cattlemen and cowhands and that like. He's bitter in his ways, like my papa was.
What happened to him?
He got himself killed fighting over a few acres of bare rocky ground back in the day. Wasn't like I knew him much, him or anybody. Mostly I just shifted around from one kin to the next.
Doesn't mean you have to stay with him.
He's always done good by me.
Listen, he's no better than something that crawls after carrion. You want to plunder your piece of land bad enough to have his taint rub off on you?
Talk mighty big, don't you, mister? That's 'cause you got it all. A family and regular living and all this good, rich land to hang on to. All I got in this world is Jeb Drummond. You remember that, mister? I got nothing in this world but Jeb Drummond.
He ain't left it. Get that gun, Billy boy.
Adam. Hello, Pa.
All right. Now suppose you dismount and slip your piece.
Drummond, let my son go. Take me instead.
You? Did I hear correct?
You hear correct.
What do you figure?
You want a hostage? Well, I'll be a hostage. No problem. Well, Drummond, what about it?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't care much which of you Cartwrights I hold as hostage. Because I've got me another notion.
What's your notion, Drummond?
I've been thinking there's nothing in California as good as you got here. I'm going to take it. All of it. mine.
How you figuring on doing that, mister? You planning on killing us all?
Ask your old man. I think he knows. Billy boy, give me that paper. Yes, sir, Mr. Cartwright. I've got it all right here. A deed to 50,000 acres of your land. Now, all you got to do is sign it and make it all legal.
Drummond, do you think that my signing a ridiculous scrap of paper like that is going to make anything legal?
Well, the way I see it, I'm willing to take the gamble. Because I ain't got nothing to lose anyhow. And you've got something mighty important to gain.
What's he got to gain?
Because unless he says this deed, I'm going to kill you. Let your body rot where it drops.
Adam, there's something you ought to know. I sent little Joe to town for the sheriff.
Thanks, Bob. It looks like I've been wrong all along.
No, you weren't wrong. And Drummond, with the sheriff coming, how do you think you're going to get away with all this?
Well, like I said, I'm willing to take the chance.
Yes, that's what you said. What about you? You willing to take a gamble, too?
Whatever Jeb says is good.
You, too?
I'm willing.
Look at him. You think he cares if you get skinned and hooked like some coyote meat, as long as he can use you to get what he's after?
All right, you had your say, mister. Now, do you want to sign this deed, or do you want to bury your son?
Don't sign it, Pa. He won't shoot.
That's the difference between you and me, Drummond. I'm not a gambling man. Give me that paper.
Pa, don't. 50,000 acres, it isn't worth it.
Isn't it?
Well, that's a mighty fine-looking signature. Much better than I could have done. But then I never owned 50,000 acres of prime land before.
You don't own it now.
I was going to make it an even deal. The land where you were son. But it looks like I can't trust him. Cartwrights. I don't know how to deal with you. Give me the gun, Billy.
Can't just kill him, Jeb.
You just watch.
Ain't enough for you to kill him over, Jeb.
You give it.
But Jeb,
Look how many times I've tried to beat it into you, Billy. If you want something in this world, you gotta get it whichever way you can. But you go right on that woman soft. Maybe I should let them bring the street for stealing them 3 pintos.
3 pintos. Jeb, how'd you ever know they was looking for the kill?
Well, they said, I guess.
No, they never. They never said nothing after you came.
Well, it don't make no difference, boy.
Well, I think it does, Jeb. 'Cause you killed him straight off. Well, I thought it was just... But that wasn't it, was it? Well, you knew there's 3 pintos, 'cause you was the one that stole them and sold them yourself. I guess I really don't know nothing, do you, Jeb?
Now, you know that ain't right, Billy, boy. I mean, maybe I did lie to you about them pintos, but I always done good by them. I taught you things.
Sure. Like shooting a man in the back, like grabbing and thieving. Well, I learned good, Jeb. But I ain't learning.
Look, Billy, you like a son to me. The only reason I want this land is because I'm going to leave it to you. I promised it.
No, Jeb.
You get my gun. How many times I've tried to beat it into you, Billy? I should have let him hang you. You're no good. You're a double-crosser. Shoot him.
ever think of taking a homestead?
Place of my own.
Well, got a lot of open land here in the Ponderosa. I figured that Adam here could probably help you pick out a good piece of it. But we got a lot of people coming out this way. I guess it makes room for them all, including the law.
Mr. I sure will try to live up to
Well, better, because if I catch you stepping out of line just once, why, I'll
Go get the sheriff.